I want you people to know that quiz, I thought was completely fair. I let you use your notes. I let you have access to the videos that showed you how to do most of them. Some of you took advantage and did that. Your grades looking sweet. Some of you, you didn't take advantage of that, or you didn't look at your notes. So it's kind of on you. This can be made up, though, of course, this quiz. To make it up, you need to personally, with me, sit down and look at the test with me. I'm not going to pass them out. I don't want them out there. So you got to look at it with me at lunch break after school or at the end of class. If there's time, I can't promise you there'll be time. And then I'm going to give you a blank set. I have this little special video key I made. I'll give you the link to it on YouTube. You show me that you watched it. You will do the work for this blank set. And then what that will do will unlock the second version of this quiz I'll let you take. And of course, once you get to this layer right here, you could take that as many times as you want. I'll keep making versions until you get the grade that you want. Does that make sense? Yeah. Some of you, if your grade's looking sweet, don't got to make up nothing, right? And then for some of you who haven't taken the quiz, it is kind of in the exam category, 70% of your grade took a big hit. But you can make it up. You can do it. So for those of you who haven't taken the test, it's got to be at the end of class if there's time, or a lunch or break. I'm not going to set a special time in class for you. Questions out there? And then know that the grades I posted on Q, the progress report grades, those are really quarter 4. You really have in the wings for some of you that Canvas grade for third quarter. So if you go to Canvas and look at your grades, that's your third quarter grade. Some of you have that solid third quarter grade waiting in the wings, where if you slip a little bit this quarter, that third quarter solid grade, that work you did, will raise up your semester. That kind of makes sense a little bit? Yeah. And then some of you, your third quarter grade wasn't so good, but your fourth quarter grade is looking spectacular. Remember, I'm going to give you that spectacular grade. For those of you who improved from third to fourth, I'm going to give you that better grade. I want you to look at the third quarter grade. So you still got lots of ways to get the grade that you think you need to deserve. Does that make sense? Sweet. Does that make sense out there, Zoomlanders? All right, this is mainly for Zoomlanders. When I graded all those tests with paper in my hand, I was like, hallelujah, I had paper in my hand. For my Zoomers, it's back to the grind that I hated, kind of grading on camera. I hate grading over the computer. But to help me out, Zoomers, this is for you, Zoomers. You need to, if you're submitting a major assignment like this, you got to make sure I can see what I'm looking at and make sure it's labeled by numbers. These are some good examples. People who clearly did each problem and not only numbered them, but highlighted them. Or this person printed them out, but this person clearly one at a time. But then what happens is I'm tired, and some of these Zoomlanders, it's not fair. They had all day to do the same test where you guys only had the period. I had some people turn this in like 11 o'clock at night. They did this for like 12 hours. They took this test where you guys only had an hour and a half. So I know it's not fair. But Zoomlanders, you got to help me out. This is what I'm not looking for right here. For this, this person, hopefully the name's not on there. But this person, they had the problems all mixed up. I couldn't follow where they're. Well, this is how they had it listed. They had it start with 3, 5, 12. I was like, oh my God. So when I get to something like this, when I'm tired, and I'm like, oh man, I got to grade something on the computer screen, you best not have it look like that all jumbled up, Zoomers. You best have it nice, neat, labeled so I can see. Does that make sense, Zoomlanders? All right, talking to myself as always. I know what's really going on out there in Zoomland. All right, today's they've released the final exam. It's like 7 problems long. We're gonna look at each and every single problem. I'm gonna set you up where even if you do no work from this point on, if you ace my final, which is the district benchmark, that makes me look good, I'm gonna make you look good. But conversely, if your grade's solid, And on the benchmark, you make me look bad. Oh, your grade's going to take the hit. Because I have those students too who do good work for me all year. They got an A. And then they take the district benchmark and bomb it. And the district's like, what the heck's going on in your class, Marshall? Don't do that person. But I will prepare you. The final will be online on I/O. It won't be on paper. The final will be non-makeupable, non-negotiable. So I'm already throwing those warnings up there. Today, we're going to play what's called the do it till we get it right game or the 100% game. And I like it because it shows that you people can do this math. And I like it because it forces the people who maybe don't care about their grade to really step it up because you're affecting the whole class. So here we go. Here's what I'm going to show you. This problem is right off the benchmark with changes, of course. What they're going to do on the first problem is they're going to clearly tell you what the first equation is. They're going to tell you and show you where the equation is after the move. They just want to know what the move was. So for this one, for some people, you don't even really need to graph it. But for today, I want you to practice graphing. I want you to look at this original equation I gave you, the pre-image, and graph it. Starting at 2, going over 1 up 2. I gotta have you know how to graph. If you walked out of my class in the Math 2 without knowing how to graph, I failed you. That's how you graph g of x equals 1/2 x plus 2. Stop right there. Anyone do not see how I graph that? Because believe it or not, you still have people among you who still can't even draw that line. Still can't graph. And they're not stepping up and getting the help they need and deserve. They're just wallowing in their self-pity, thinking they're not a good math student when with help they could get better. All right, and then I got to see on this. If it started right here and it went to here, there's only one choice that works for you. And let me talk about these choices that you're seeing right there. We're over here. If you're doing these translations, these are always up or down. So if you automatically see two choices that ain't the up or down, no way they're going to be those. Never, ever. I'm going to slash those away forever. It could never be left or right. So as soon as you see left or right, those choices already down the drain. Woohoo! I only have 2 choices left. One of them says I took the original and shifted it 4 units down. And that maybe if someone thinks that the red one was where I started and the blue one is where I'm going to, maybe they'll think you're moving 4 down. But I'm hoping at this point I've learned you enough. This is not moving down. This is shifting up 4 right here. Today I want you to graph. On test day, it's a matter of time. You don't need to be no graph. For those of you really listening to me, on test day in June, just put that little dot right there. But today I want you to practice graph. What do you think, sports fans? This is the problem we're doing today until 100% of you get it right. And we'll start kind of anonymous, but then after a few rounds, if it's still not working, I'm going to have you put your name on it. I want people to see who's causing us to do more, put a little pressure on you to step up, because you can do this. There's no way this is above any of you people. So what I want you to do is just go to this page, practice a few. So when we do this, you have a little ammunition in your arsenal. You'll kind of know what you're doing. I do want you to graph the one I give you, and then know that that's where you're starting. And that line on your paper is where you're going to. This is the kind of problem you're going to be doing today. So knowing that maybe eventually people are going to see your name under the bright lights up here and see that you're the one making us do more and more problems, maybe because you weren't listening. Let me help you right now. Does anyone help right now? Can I help you with that first one? You guys, such a tough part. How about extra credit? First person has me helping. All right, see, you guys are learning to play the game. When Marshall's asking to help people, don't ask for help. Flow on. But when Marshall's asking to help someone and give an extra credit, woohoo! Start here. We want to gotta draw the line. Now is that F line? F line was already there. So knowing that, okay, now they will that. Now the ultimate question is hello? Yes. Where are you? Oh, I don't know. I thought this was my RV place. You're not my RV place? Alright, I gotta call you back then. Sorry. Sorry about that interruption. Now we're asking back to you, where is it starting? Where is it going? So what was that movement? Was it left, right, up, down?
It was down.
Why are you saying this? Where did it start? Where was it?
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, so it started. All right, let me just do that first one for the audience here. This first one starts for you knowing how to graph a line. To graph a line, you look at the y-intercept number, the number not attached to an x. That number goes on your y-axis, never on your x-axis. So you got to find -3 on your y-axis right here. Some people already know the answer at this point because they know if you're starting here and you're going to here, that's going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I have that answer on there? Is that 7? Oh yeah, because you know what? I put this on -2. Even with my math degree, sometimes I get a little sloppy. Why would I put the first dot on -2 when it's really on -3? So that illustrates the kind of stuff that happens in math. I'm just going to let it go. All right, and then from there, the slope in front of that x number, that 2, made into a fraction like I've been trying to teach you, any fraction over 1. Sometimes your slope is already a fraction. Don't got to put it over 1. But for this one, right 1 box, up 2 is where you're going to get your next dot. I do want you to draw your line through it. You can't just draw dots. That's incorrect. Dots is really showing that recursive pattern we did way back in the yonder land. These are explicit, a line drawn through the dots. So this is the new one right here. This is the original. Hopefully you're seeing that this is going not left, right. Those two choices, left, right. Oh man, never left, right. Ooh, so this one has 3. 7 down. The only people that would get 7 down are people who think it's starting up here rojo and going to azul. And nope, starting at azul, going to rojo. Alright, so again, this one. No good. 4 is just for the trippers. I'm not sure I just put a 4 in there. This guy there. So for you today, you're going to have to graph a line and then on paper tell me 4 up, 5 up, 2 down, 3 down. If you tell me 4 right, we're going to do that. Can I help anybody? Where is the starting line? because see how this is equident equals the first one plus some number? That tells you that F1 is after every one of these is after.
Oh.
This equation for every one of these is where it's stuck. So yeah, if you would be backward, you gotta start here, then it would be the opposite. It's not start here. So really in all math, that new line came from the first one being moved upstairs. Oh, and he's there. So why are you telling me it's yeah? So it starts at 4. Help anybody? Alright, I'm thinking if I just jam through these, this one's starting at 4. If I could do blue, my favorite color in the ocean. Going down to, I do want you to graph it though. This one is starting at 4, over 2, down 1. Notice every time I graph these, they always be the same slope parallel. Always. That's where it started. This is where she ended up being slid down to, and hopefully you're seeing the left-right one. You can throw those choices out the door already. And this last one right here, starting at 1 right here, going over 3 up 1. Draw a line through. That means I'm going here to here, going up 3. I think that's right. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. Any questions before we get this started? Once we get through 100% though, our day is pretty much done. You know, maybe I'll talk grades with some people. I'll look at their test with them to get that schedule. Maybe some people in class can start working on the key to open up the second version. Maybe some people can start the first version. All right, this. Don't put your name on this. Make it anonymous. If you're the person who makes us do another one because you missed it these first few rounds, I'm going to let you hide. But after that, I'm going to force you to put your name real big on the front. People are going to see who's not stepping up. And eventually, they'll start to mumble and grumble because they're just doing the same problems, not same, but the same time. Oh, they can do it, you can do it. So I'm going to give you a problem. And then I'm going to put it on the dot cam right here. We're going to see real big. And you're going to be famous. All right. We'll call this the Proven Grounds. Sorry about this. Got too many windows open. Are you ready? So don't put your name on this. I'm going to give you the first equation. I'm going to draw on here the one after the move. And all I want you to do is graph the original and tell me what the shift was. So here we go. I'm going to give you the first one here. 1/2 x minus 3. I'm going to give you the line after the move. With my pen that's in red. So it's up to you if you want to draw this line. I'm not going to require you to, but for sure, I'm going to have you graph the g of x line. You could graph that line if you want, but you don't have to. But I want you to, on your paper, graph that g of x one I gave you. 1/2 x minus 3, that's where she's starting. That's 1/2 x plus 4, that's where she ended up. If it starts down there -3 and goes up, you need to know this shit. Just try. I'm not. The time to ask questions is past. So graph the original, and then tell me the effect. Did it move left 6, right 6, up 10, down 10, diagonally 4? You can see first problem on the bench part, easy peasy. Of course, unless you don't know how to graph, or if you start at the wrong spot, then it makes it hard. Try not to cheat on this. What I'm looking for is, I know, even if I catch you cheating, you'll deny it till your dying day. Just know that if I looks like you're cheating, it's going to make us do an automatic one again. So on these kind of high pressure, especially later rounds, you want to look like you're cheating. Maybe when you're done, flip your paper over and just look straight down. Because if I see you looking at someone's paper, it's going to look like you're cheating. Or if I see it talking to someone who looks like you're cheating. But again, even when we catch you cheating red-handed, we know you'll deny it until the end. But just know we're getting you because you're looking like you're cheating. I just been teaching so long, I always got my little legal disclaimers because I know there are some lawyers and I gotta put some legal disclaimers out there. Cover myself pretty good. So when you're done, don't look like you're cheating. Look down at your desk. Pat yourself on the back for being so smart. If you miss it, don't feel bad. It's still anonymous. If you start missing them over and over again when it's not anonymous, then let us help you. Got your message. Let us help you. There's people in here that are smarter than me. They can help you. These teachers on this campus are way better than me. You're in this world to help yourself, right? We're not kept by someone. Is there anyone else out there? All right, let's hope we got it done in one round, because if we get done one round, we'll be able to relax, and I'll be able to have some people maybe start their makeup procedures here. All right, let's start with number 1, right? Started right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up by 7. Is that right?
No.
See how smart you guys are? All right, this one right here. Graphed it. 7 up. I like it. Let's shrink this down a little bit. Perfect so far. Everyone's super smart. Perfect. Shifted 3 units up. Shifted the graph 7 units up. Graphed it perfect. Shifted 7 units up. Look how smart. You guys are going to be guaranteed this problem right on the bush. All right. Look at this. Could be. Uh-oh. So let's see. Yeah, 6 would have been right here. So we'll do another set. Not sure. Then maybe they just counted them. 7 up. 7 up. Ooh, another 6 here. So maybe this pair of 6ers out there making us do another one. For the next set, really count. I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe you're counting from here already as 1 or something. Here to here as 1. I'm not sure. But you need to be successful in math, be able to count boxes accurately. I promise you. All right, here we go. Round 2. First 3 rounds will be anonymous. after that, I'm gonna start having you put your name on it. All right. So for those of you who are making us do another one, maybe because you didn't count boxes after. Concentrate if you do this, because once you guys are done, our day's done pretty much, and we could help people with their grade, or people whose grades are sweet and fully protect. Are you ready? Here we go. Set number 2. The problem is negative 2x plus 5. The new one after the move. Oh, disaster. So this is after she be moved. This is before she was moved. If you know where you're starting and where you're going to, money. If you mix that up, no money. If you count boxes wrong, no money. You can do this no ways of pain. That's why you feel, guaranteed one problem on the big benchmark in junior. Jeez, this is important. And then we'll look at the next problem to you the next time we meet. Don't have to graph the red one, just graph the blue, the original. Negative 2x plus 5, that's where it all started. This is the F one. Just like the last one. Alright, here's a good time to take a roll for my Zoom liners out there. Alright, Edwin, are you out there, Edwin? Ryan Hernandez, are you out there, Ryan? Jessica Juarez, are you out there? Violet, are you out there? Alright, so Violet is the only person so far going to be marked present out of my group C. Edwin marked absent. Ryan marked you absent. Who was this? Who is this? Is this Ryan or Edwin? Can you tell me? Alright, well, Ryan or Edwin, I'll mark you absent unless you can tell me who you are. Priscilla, are you out there? Alright, mark Priscilla absent. Alexis. Who is this? Alright, Ryan, I got you. I wish you were here in person. You deserve to be here in person. I suck over Zoom now. Toys. Priscilla, are you out there? Alright, Priscilla, mark you absent. Alexis, are you out there, Alexis? Alright, I got you, Alexis. You deserve to be here in person, Alexis. Matt Vasquez, are you out there? Alright, you deserve to be here too, all you people who are talking to me. Jaylene, are you out there? Jaylene? All right. So only people out of my group C marked present are Jaylene, Matt, Alexis, Violet, and Ryan. Everyone else gonna mark the absent. So if you want to step up and talk to me if you're out there, but again, only Ryan, Violet, Alexis, Orta, Matt, and Jaylene are out there. Emily Hernandez, are you out there? Emily? All right. Ready to finish this? This is the one. Let's get back. Watch some outside TV. Talk to Brady. All right, here we go. Let's see how smart your classmates are. I know they got this one. This one's money, man. All right, let's start with this one right here. Looks like the original one's starting at fiver. Original. The new one down here, a negative threer, looks like going down by 8. Right? Hopefully all of you graphed that. Did that. Perfect graph. 8 down. Perfect graph. Moved down 8. Perfect. Perfect graph. 8 units down. Down like down. Another miscount. 8. We gotta do another set. So maybe because they just drew their lines like this, maybe they got confused where the dot was. So yeah, we gotta do another one. They put 8 on that one. Sorry, folks.
But I think everybody got it.
Oh, is it? Is it 8? Oh, the 9 one. I started thinking 9 was the answer. Oh yeah, this one. Alright. Let's look through the other set and see if someone else got a 9er, 8er, 8er, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. This person didn't write anything. So 2 people missed this one. So this person who left it blank, and I'm not sure what you're doing. You got to tell me, what happened. We're down by 8. All right, here we go. Round 3. This is the last of the anonymous round. After this, it will be public. Your name is my public domain. Right. Just show your work if it means learning. All right, here we go. Round 3. As we get past round 3, the feelings of bitterness start to increase because people know we could have been easily just kicking back at this point. Someone was just counting boxes wrong. Nothing worse than getting these wrong by counting boxes wrong. So figure out what's going on. Or do you need glasses? Is it your writing tool? Is it lame Mr. Marshall not teaching you how to count boxes? What can I do? I'm going to go around. Good time. All right, I want you to graph X. -7. And I want you to see that the new one is right here. holding ground. Let me know if you're looking up here and you can't see where this red line's slicing through the y-axis. Be happy to, show you that point. It's -2 right there. That's where she went. On final exam day, again, the choices that say left or right, throw those in the trash right away. There's no left or right. We're not doing horizontal shifts at this level of math. Only vertical shifts. And then again, the huge battle of fighting the evil dark force that makes you, I think it makes you cheat without thinking about it. I think you can't control it. It's like you're sitting there, and all of a sudden the dark force gets you twitched. Or you're taking a quiz, and before you know it, you're asking someone what the answer is. Like, some of you can't control it. It's like an evil dark force affecting somebody. So fight it. Don't cheat. Don't look like you're cheating. Say, I'm not going to cheat. Because some of you, you're being drawn into that. What's up? You need an eraser. I don't know. You have that pencil. You have that. All right, let's end this madness because I know some of you want to start that makeup test procedure. Hopefully some of you are not happy with that grade after. If you do the makeup and your grade improves, I'll give you a nice fancy printout. I'll sign it and say, please, Mom and Dad, don't look at the progress report grade. That was old. This is their most current grade. I will help you. I'm really your teammate. So if that is you, let me know. Or if you have a good progress report grade, you got it. Give me that phone, dude. Alright, sorry guys, I got a little disrespect here. Can you send security down to room 109? I have a cell phone for you. Yes, ma'am. You know it. 109, you got it. Maybe. It's all good. That lady. Hold on a second. Disrespectful both. Okay, sorry about that disrespect or break. Let's end this right now. Are there any more out there? Sorry, that ate into your kickback time with some of you there. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. I think it is going up by 5, right? All right, here we go. I hope I do something back. Up by 5. Up by 5. Up 5. Up 5. 5 units. 5 up by 5. 5 units of look at that. See, not the worst teacher in the world. People learning. Now the key is hopefully you'll remember this on test day. All right, you did it. Good job. So the rest of the period, you're welcome to be on your phone. You're welcome to come back and look at your test with me. I'll go over it with you because that's the first step. and then I'll give you what you need if you want to make it up if you want. Or you can just sit there and kick back on your phone if you're happy with your grade at this point. Or if you want to let me know that your grade is so good that you want to, like a positive note, let me know that too. I'm going to just show, for your viewing pleasure, I'm going to show you my favorite channel here. And then I'll be ready to talk grades with people. People in Zoomland, same thing though. I got to go over your test with you people in Zoomland, so it's got to be over Zoom or in person. All right.
Here's one direct expedition.
Hey, Matt Vasquez, you're out there? You gotta speak up, dude. I'm not even looking at the chats. Can you just unmute and say Marshall? Because if I'm helping somebody, yeah, if I'm helping somebody, it's hard. So do you want me to go over your test with you? Set you up the makeup? Be happy to. Sorry, it will not be super private, but what can I do? Sorry, Zoomers. You deserve to be here in person. All right, so I'm going to share my screen with you, Matt. And what I'll do is I'll tell you kind of things I was looking for, but then you're going to have to do the work on this video key I'm going to send you for me to give you the second version. So it's a little process, but if you're serious about it, we can do it. All right, so let's find yours. And again, you deserve to do this privately, but I don't know what else. I'm not tech savvy enough here. I'm just going to move on. All right. So if I was you, Matt, I would do it on paper. I would never do it on the slides like you're trying to do like this. Because a lot of the answers, you weren't really giving me what I was looking for. You were just kind of typing in some numbers on there. So probably why you got the low score that you did. If you look on the class document, there's some examples of people who showed those problems on paper. You might want to look at those. And then what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put a link on your last slide to my key video. I want you to watch it, copy the work, on paper and then show me the words. And then when you do that, I'll give you the second version of the test that hopefully you'll improve on. So hold on 1 second. So on your last slide, slide 58, Matt, is a link to that. And then are you able to print those out, or are you just going to do that on paper? What are you going to do? Okay, if you look on the class document, there's examples of people who didn't print it out, who did it on paper. So if you want to get some motivation and see what you really could do without a printer, it's on the class document. Yeah. All right, so watch that, do the work, show me the words, and I'll email you version 2, and if you do better, I'll put that in your grade right away. Good job, Matt. Much respect for you, Matt. You're the only Zoomer who's talked to me about their grade. Good job, Matt. Much respect. Yes, who's this? Alexis Orta? Yeah, what's up? You could make up a test. You could, let's see, let's open up your grade here. Sorry, it's not super private, but what can I do? I'm sorry. So you want to bring up your test grade? All right. So I'll pull up your test, go over that with you, and then I'll give you the link to do the work, write my words, and then if you do that, I'll give you a version 2. All right, Alexis, you did really good. So you want me to tell you the kind of things I marked off to get that score? Do you remember what score I gave you? Do you remember how many points I gave you? Okay, so that means I took off 3 for 3 mistakes. Let me try to show them to you. So number 1, perfect. I did not take off any points for number 1. Took nothing off for number 2. When I got to number 3, 3 was good, 4 was good, 5 was good, so 100% so far. 6 is good, 7 is good, 8 is good, 9. 9, I took off a point because you labeled those triangles wrong. Because 9, the way I labeled it, A, B, C, you have to keep it in that same pattern and make that E. That really should be D right there. Should be D, E, F. Do you see that, Lexus? So on number 9, that was the first point I took off. 10, I took off a point because it's -4. So that's 2. 11 was good. 12, I took off a point because it's -7. So that's -3 so far, and I think that was it because 16 you got right. 20 you got right, and even you had the points, so I should have gave you extra credit for that. Yeah, so only those 3. Did you see that, Lexus? I bet if you made up something else, you wouldn't have to really do the whole test process to bring your grade up. But if you want to get a better test grade, I'm going to put on your slide a link to that video key. And just like the others, for you to make that test up, you got to watch this. You got to do the work. You got to show me the words, and then I'll give you version number 2. So that's kind of a lengthier process. If I was you, I would try to pick off any low zeros that you might want to do before you do that whole makeup test process. But you're welcome to. You're welcome. Thank you. Much respect for you, Alexis and Matt. Wish you were here in person. Okay, can I get you in normal seats? Some best part of the day right here, dismissing time. All right, Zoomlanders, I'm going to log off. Any questions for me, Zoomlanders? All right, you all deserve to be here in person. You guys are all priceless. I'm a sucky Zoom teacher. I'm sorry. You deserve to be here. Okay, I'm just going to recognize just my top performers. You live in a world that hopefully recognizes your efforts. So I'm going to recognize the efforts of my top performers. Let me go first. And I have tardy misconduct and a phone misconduct. Money, you have your test? Yeah, I don't want you walking out of it. I'll hold on to it. And then as soon as you're ready to come in and finish it, you did. It's all graded. Put it in graded. And then we'll do it. And then, sorry, Kamani, I had to document on Q that phone behavior. Because you know in a few weeks you and me will forget it, but your permanent record on Q will never forget. I need to keep you the secret. All right, these are my top performers. They got the highest score. These are people maybe buying lunch, taking the dinner, maybe they'll help us. So that's Taylor for sure, Catalina out there, Alexis Orta, Joe Pena, Lola Rain, Angel Reyes. Can I let you people go first to recognize your effort? Angel Reyes, Joe Pena, Alexis, Catalina, Taylor, Lola. All right, everyone but my misconducts have a super good day. Lonnie, you did get to. All right, Money, how come I keep you out? How come I'm keeping you out? Yeah, so don't think I can done. Yeah, maybe if you're one of those people who can't resist, maybe you got to put it back there. So it's, I'll see you later. Sorry that you got an accident. Neil, how come you were late? All right, so that's 2 tardies in a row. I'm gonna start hammering you if you're consistently tardy, because that's consistently being disrespectful. You know that? So I will be harsher to you for sure. So right now, I want to give you about 30 seconds extra. And then if you keep being tardy, I'll just keep that more, but then you'll be like a hardcore discipline problem that keeps up. Because tardy's my eyes are serious. It's preparing you for the real world. Can't be late. That's a really bad habit. I know you're preparing that. All right, I'll see you later. Nothing personal.
Thank you.
How's it going? How's it going? Grades are updated. Got the test score in there if you want to see. I'll talk about grades today. Test, test. Test, test. Do you hear me out there, Darla?
Yeah.
All right. Grades are brand new. If you want to see, I have the progress report grade that I'm sent out. I have the test grade if you want to see how you did compared to your classmates. About that test here in a bit. How are you people? Anything exciting happened to you guys today or yesterday? I just talked to myself. One day you're gonna have a boss that's gonna ask you how you're doing, and if you guys ignore him, that's your business.
We're dropping water again. You.
Grades are brand new. If you want to see? What happened? What happened?
Oh, I don't know. I think the floor's wet.
It doesn't really look too wet to me. It's a lot more dry than the other day. Can you take caps off for me? Caps off. Put away the phones. Grades are brand new. I have the progress report grade on the left, and I have the test grade that you got compared to your classmates by ID number on the right. I'll talk about make up for that. Phones away. Make sure your phone's away. Hood's off. Good. Make sure you got a pencil ready to go. Check those grades, please. Know that, at the end of the day, if you're not talking grades with me, that's me documenting that you're fine with your grade. Documents. All right, let's get a head start on Remo here to review. Remo Patterson, are you out there in Zoom in? Jade is here. Dan Flores, are you out there in Zoom in? Eric is good job. Sam, are you out there in Zoom in? Diego Dominguez. Thank you. Eduardo, good job. Good job. See? Good. Jasmine, good. Record, good. Good. Chris, Jacob, Alex, good. Missing Maria? No, Elizabeth. Carla, missing Carla. Are you out there in Zoom land, Carla? Rayma, are you out there in Zoom land, Rayma? Are you out there in Zoom land, Rayma? You out there? You just gotta take your glasses off. If I can have you, maybe do that to me so I can keep this safe, because otherwise someone's going to happen. I want to keep this safe. So you're out of here, you don't want that. So just don't forget it. It'll be nice and safe. Sometimes when I get my piece of crap refrigerator rolling out, I'll put it in there. All right, one last time. Rayma, are you out there? Sam, are you out there? Carla, are you out there? All right. I do have in your grades, I have that test that we did the other day, and it's not going to be, it's a test. It was worth 70% of your grade. I thought it was fair because I had access to your notes. You had to use your notes, and I gave you access to the videos that showed you how to do the majority of them. So I thought it was a fair assessment, knowing that, I gave you access to the majority of the problems, how to do them, but some just didn't do it. So if you want to make that up, if you're concerned about that grade back there on the wall, because that is your progress for a grade. What you might want to do is make it up. To make it up, here's what you got to do. You have to, if you want. You got to come in, talk to me either in the class if there's time or lunch or breaks so I could go over your test with you. Otherwise, if I hand it out, my 22 years of teaching, people try to put marks on, oh, I did that. So I want to go over it with you so it's legit. And then after I go over it with you, I'll give you a blank set and a key video that will show you how to do them. If you're serious, you'll redo the work, show me the words from the video, and if you do that, I'll give you version 2. And then if you do better on the second version, I'll put that in your grade if grades go up. If you're not happy with the second version, shoot, I'll grade it and make up a third version or a fourth version. Or for those of you serious, I'll give you as many versions of this test until you get the grade that you think you want, if you want. But to get there, you got to earn it. You got to come in and talk to me about your tests. I'm not going to pass them out. You need to get the blank set from me, get the key that I will put on your slides, watch the video, write down the words, and then you got to take another test again, a brand new version to show me that improvement. That's how you're going to make that up, if you're serious about that. People in Zoomland, this is for you. When I was grading these tests, I was like, hallelujah, I got paper in my hand. I hate Canvas. I hate grading papers over the computer. For my Zoomers, you got to help me out, because after I'm grading a set of papers, when I sit down on my computer and start grading, it's a pain in the butt. So please make sure, for you Zoomers out there, hopefully you can see this, if you're submitting something major, you best have it labeled so I can see it. So here's a couple examples of proof that people were able to do it. And then I did have some people in Zoomland, they just sent me almost a bunch of crap. Like, they gave me problems that weren't really labeled good. And I'm telling you, after grading 100 of these, by the time I got to this one right here that had all the numbers mixed up, I was just like, I'm fine. So again, people in Zoomland, it's important when you're submitting this test to have it numbered and clear for me to see. Please don't be this person that just has the problems all spread around and numbers in the wrong place and I don't even know what they are. It made it hard on me. I hate grading on the computer screen. I love old school having paper in front of me. All right, any questions out there, Zoomlanders? Is anyone alive out there in Zoomland? Can you hear me? One person? All right, and then at the end of the day, know if no one talks to me about their grade, that's me documenting that you're fine with your grade. All right, here we go. Let's do today's work. We're going to do our first 100% game today. It's going to be so much fun. But if we get through 100%, the rest of the day is yours to either relax or if you're serious about your grades, start the makeup process for your test. Here we go. They released the benchmark yesterday. Okay. Just if I was you, I would plug in far from you because if I see you reach over and look at it, I'm fine. Don't say I didn't warn you. So if I was you, I would put that on the side of the computer. If you touch it, I'm going to take it. Or don't say I didn't warn you. If I was you, I would put that on the other side of the computer. Alright, so you guys are all my witness when he uses it and I take it, I try to one. I've been teaching so long, I know everything I say I gotta lawyer up, I gotta give versions of it because I know I have lawyers out there trying to dictate everything I say. So I try to lawyer back out. Because what happens, in the real world, people don't want to do the work. They want to try to be fancy and try to game the system. Oh yeah, I got that. Alright, so let me show you the first problem on the benchmark, and then we're going to do this problem over and over and over again until 100% of you guys here live with me get it right. And I'm going to put your work on the document camera. It's going to be real big for us to see. The first few rounds will be anonymous. No one will know. But then after that, I'm going to have you put your name on it so people can see. So put a little pressure on some of you who aren't motivated by grades, because this time of year, I could see some of you motivated by grades, some of you not. All right, here's the problem right here. they're gonna give you the line after the move in red. Always been in Rojo. Red is after the move. The one in blue is the original. I've been doing that all year long. So for this problem right here, they want you, or I want you to, be able to graph. If I haven't taught you how to graph at this point, I should be fired. Please, if I can't step up, let's hook you up with a teacher that can teach you how to graph better. Because if you pass Math 1 without able to graph this line, you're going to struggle in Math 2. You're going to make me look so bad. So to graph this, start at 2 on the y-axis. That number always tells you where to put your first point. Always. And then from there, the slope is always going to be that number in front of x. Or if you want to make life easy today, that slope pattern is going to match the line that's already drawn. So if I start here and do any other pattern that doesn't match parallel line, I know I jacked it up. It's starting here and going right 2, up 1, right 2, up 1. That line right there is the line before the move. That's the pre-image. Always what we're giving you first is where she be starting. The second one, or for me, the one in red, is the one after the move. I need you to see that if you start here and go up to here, hopefully you're going up by 4. Let me show you the kind of answers they're going to try to get you on. For these choices on the first test problem in June, if they have any choices that say left or right, you could already throw those in the trash because these linear translations have always been either up or down. So on test day, make your life easy. Of the 4 choices, 2 of them might say left or right. Those are automatically crap choices because these shifts are always either up or down. So if you listen to me, your life will be easy. You only have 2 choices. And of course, if you're tripping and you thought that I said the red one is where you're starting and the blue one's where you're going, you might think you're going down 4, but heck no, I'm not going down 4 because I started here and went up to the red 6. That is shifting up by 4. That's the answer you're going to have to circle on test day. For today, I want you to be able to graph and be able to tell me the shift. Questions out there? I will see some of you who should have had questions.
Will we ever get the new line and then try to find the original line?
No, for this problem, it's going to be exact same. It's going to be the one already started and the original, same pattern. So they're going to give you the one after the move. This is after the move. This is after the move. This is after the move. This one right here is before the move where it started.
So we just have to grab the before the move?
Yep, so you just need to know how to graph the one in Azul, the one before the move, and know that it's going to be the same exact slope. But then you got to look at that -3 number where it's starting, and that number up here where it's going, and see how much it's going up and be able to pick out the right answer. Good question, Eric. You knew that answer already. You were just playing the extra credit game. That's smart. Extra credit game. He knew the answer. He was just asking anyways. All you people are jealous. He's going to be leaving first in that. You could have played the game too. Easy game. Even if you know it. You're a mathematical genius. Are you guys just too shy to ask questions? You're scared? All right, let's do it. Can I have you guys all stand up? Let's do it right now. You ask me a question, I'll let you. Ladies first, that's my mom taught me. Stand up, stand up. All right, there, lady first, that's my mom taught me. Ladies first, take care of ladies' life's better for you. Is there a lady?
Will you ever have to find the f of x first?
Nope. On the final exam, they're going to give you the f of x guaranteed, and you just need to know where that g of x started. So I would say no. It's going to be just like this.
Okay.
Good question. Have a seat. Another lady? All right, open up to anybody. Chris?
Good question.
I need to ask it again.
Are we gonna have to solve for f of x?
No, on these, I guarantee you, they're gonna give you the f of x already. It's already there. Have a seat. Yeah. Yes, sir.
And the 2x, do we have to put a 1 under it?
Yeah, this one for sure, because to get that rise and run, you got to put that over 1 to get that over 1 up to you. Good question. Have a seat.
I got you.
Yes, sir.
Will we ever have to graph both?
Yeah, today. Oh, no. No, because one's already going to be on paper for you.
No, but like, will we have a question when it wants us to show both of them?
Nope.
No?
Nope. On the final, it's going to be just like this. And really, what you could do, you could have a seat, Eric. On the final day, really what you could do, Eric, you don't even need to graph this one. Some people are like, screw it, I want to finish my test quick. This is starting at -3. Well, why would I have to graph? If I'm starting here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up by 7, on the next problem. See that? You didn't have to graph nothing. Today, though, I'm just having you graph because I'm still seeing too many of you not know how to graph a line. That's hurting me on the inside. Like this one too, Eric. Why would you even need to graph that? This is starting at 4. It's going down to here. Down by 2. See how easy that is? Good question. Who else?
For the
Yeah.
1.5 negative with that one, you have to put out the one on top of the 1 of x, or
This one?
Yeah.
No, because this one already has a fraction. You don't got to put it over 1. Only these whole numbers. Do you need a rise and run number? Do you need to put over? This has a rise and run already, even though the rise is negative. Right 2 down 1. Like this one right here, wouldn't need to put it over no 1 because it has a fraction already. Good question. Have a seat. All right, rest of you have a seat. Those are such good questions that made me feel warm inside. You can thank Eric and whoever else asked you a solid question for letting me sit. All right, so just give these a quick try. I do want you to graph them because for today, again, I want to see you could graph. I want to see that for this problem on the back page, that you start at -3, and then like that awesome classmate here said, over 1 up 2, over 1 up 2, they're always going to be parallel. But again, I want to see that you could graph. I will not feel good about myself if you walk out of Math 1 without able to graph a line. And then on this, you can see already that left one. I'm not even looking at that left one. That 4 one, doesn't match 4. Looks like it's going up by 7, not down. This one, I think, is going down, this one right here. Because if I start at 4 and follow that same, I think this one is going down, this one right here. Going down by 2. All right, happy to help anybody or help you with that third one before we get this started. You guys are smart. You should be able to get this done quick. Last period took them 4 rounds. I'm hoping you guys can be done in 1 or 2 rounds. But let me help you before we get started. Can I help you do this third one right here? Can I come over and explain to you how I got the answers for C and C for the first 2? Can I help you? No way this is above you guys to be a money problem on the benchmark final. Money. There are, out of the 7 problems, some tough ones, but I'm going to try to get you ready. Okay. And just remember on the benchmark, take this for test in June. You make me look good, I'll make you.